The conception of EquineTrain dates back to 2013, 2014, when this development of the new Pakenham racecourse was taking place. And I was watching the races one day, and an advertisement came up for the trainer allotments that they were offering. So I came down to have a look at them, and I saw that what was going on, and they told me a lot about their vision. And basically we sat down and we talked about it, what they needed, the benefits of water walkers and treadmills and this type of exercise equipment. So I went on a sort of national tour of all the water walkers in Australia, and we decided to go ahead and build this facility. We have 15 boxes available for rehabilitation of horses, so they stay here on site and they get to use our paddocks, they get to use our water walker, our treadmill, and our staff put together a program for them to make sure that when they're returned to the trainer a week or so later, that they're in the condition that the trainer expects. And at the same time, we're open to casual users during the mornings, and we have a lot of trainers float horses in, we have some ride them in, we have some walk them in, and our resident trainers just walk across the horse walk to use the facility.
So I'm pretty much in charge of the pre-trainers and rehab horses. So I come up with the workout program for them and the feeding program. I do talk to the trainers and sort of get a feel of what do they feed and then try and match it. And then I also talk to the trainers or the owners. How did the horse spell? Has it been eating? And then make up the program from there. Then we have trainers like Angus Townley, who's here every Wednesday for recovery. Recovery is one of the biggest benefits for the water walker, so a lot of trainers like Angus, they're here every Wednesday after galloping on Tuesday, just getting the recovery going.
We use the water walkers every Wednesday. It's good to incorporate with your work, especially even pre-training, but more so just with your recovery. We do a nice sort of a little bit of a harder gallop on Tuesday than most of the other trainers, and come here for a bit of recovery on Wednesday, and it just sort of keeps them a little bit fresher and they're in a better mindset, and very good for the legs, and yeah, mostly just for the mind. It takes quite some time to get a horse fit to race. It's usually sort of an 8-week prep. So having that day off here once a week, we just find it's a lot easier to keep them up for a bit longer and keep them going.
Annabelle Neesham has also just started coming over. They're here weekly. They are recreating the beach work with the water walkers. We do add salt in our water, so we are trying to recreate seawater pretty much. Same benefits to the skin.
As we grow and trainers trust us more with their horses and this sort of thing, we see more and more trainers will leave their horses here. It does make a difference, otherwise they wouldn't be coming back. And we do see that they're winning. They're getting horses that win or perform above their normal capability when they're using this facility and integrating that into whatever other regime they have.
Pretty good line to Garma, broke away, Foxy clear.